Today we're going to talk about adding additional peripherals to the Ultrasync HUB. As you know, when you order an Ultrasync HUB from securityallstar.com, we do something called professional provisioning for self-installation. We provision all the sensors to the panel for you in advance so that when you open the box, all you have to do is plug the panel in and then just mount the sensors. But you might say, what happens if down the road I want to add some additional sensors? Well, we'll send the sensors directly to you and you can provision the sensor. And that's what we're going to do now. We have a motion detector and we're going to add this motion detector into the system. So if we open this box up, basically what it comes with is some screws to screw in the motion. And then there's the actual motion detector with the directions. So we're going to put the directions aside because I'm obviously going to be explaining the motion detector and how that works. Unlike some of the peripherals that we just put double-sided tape on, I suggest that you do screw in a motion. It's very easy to do. We supply the screws for it, and it makes the motion detector more secure, opposed to taping the back of the motion detector with double-sided tape on a flat surface or in a corner on these sides. It's kind of difficult. So we'll talk about putting those screws in just a minute. But let's go ahead and talk about provisioning the motion detector. As you know from other videos, previous videos, we need to know what the IP address is of the Ultrasync. And to do that, we're going to hit Menu, the number 8, the master code, which is 1234 is the default in the system unless you've changed that. And then we're going to enter the number 6, and she's going to enunciate the IP address. So let's do that real quick.
Press 1 to enter your code, followed by enter. Press 1 to IP address is configured as 192.168.1.217.
So
Press 1 to set.
So you wrote down your IP address, you now have it, and as you know, the next step is going to basically go to a web browser on your phone. And we're going to, on this Android phone, we're going to go to the web browser. On this particular phone, I'm just using Chrome. You can use whatever web browser you want. I'm going to go to that web browser and open it up. And then I'm going to type in that IP address that she just gave me, which was 192.168.1.217 on my Ultrasync. It's actually already here, so I'm going to select it. And you type it in, and as you see, what's going to have is we're going to have a direct connection to the Ultrasync. You're going to enter installer, all lowercase, and you're going to enter the password, which is the default is 9713. And then sign in. And when you do, you're going to be connected immediately to your Ultrasync, direct connection between your device and the Ultrasync panel. I'm going to go to the menu button. I'm going to select settings. And the first thing that's going to come up in settings is going to be sensors. It should be. We'll give it a second. It's connecting. And it is sensors. So I'm going to add this sensor. Now, you'll notice on this selection here, I've already got a front door sensor learned in. We did that on a previous video. If I select another sensor to configure, it's going to tell me the next open sensor available is sensor 2. So I'm going to select that. And now I'm going to name the sensor, and I'm going to call it, I'm just going to call it DIN motion detector. Okay, DIN motion detector. Detector, let's see. Okay. And then I'm going to, the sensor type, it's follower, and that's what I actually want. But what I'm going to show you, a follower in a motion detector, what that means is that a door, it follows another door contact opening. So if you open or close a door and come in the house and you have 30 or 60 seconds to disarm your panel and you walk in front of the motion detector, it's not going to go off if it's set in follower because it's looking for you to turn off the system. Now, if I want that motion detector instant, I could select instant. And anytime, let's say I've got that motion detector in another room or looking at windows or something like that, well then instant might be a good setting. But we're going to go ahead and program it as follower because we want it to follow you coming in and out of a door. And then this is area 1. We talked about that. And then it's asking for the serial number. Now, what I can do here, instead of actually putting in the serial number, well, first of all, let me hit the Learn button. And now it's looking for this. So all you do to activate a motion detector is you just open it up. There is a tamper button right here. And when it opens up, you'll see it says New Device Found. Click to save and store device. So it found it. There's the actual serial number. It actually automatically learned it in. So now all I'm going to do is just save that. And it says, do I want to save it? Yes, I do. And now my motion detector is programmed successfully. I hit OK. And so the DEN motion detector is now programmed in. And this is a good time for me to talk about where these screws go. When you open up this cover, you'll see little holes here that are pre-made. And it says standard lens here. And then in the corner, there's actually a corner. So you're either going to punch out these holes with a screwdriver, very simple to do, or a little hole punch. And if you're mounting it flat on a wall surface, you're going to mount these 2 holes. If you're mounting in a corner, you're going to do the exterior holes, okay? And then, of course, you can just use the existing screws to screw directly into your drywall or wood or whatever you're using. So once that's mounted on the wall, then it just clicks in the bottom. And remember that the top of the motion detector is the LED indicator right there. That's the top. And that's how you provision and install a motion detector. Now, if we go out of our settings here and we go directly into our Ultrasync app, you'll notice when I go in, I'm going to select it. Let's see, right here. And you're going to see that the motion detector is now installed in the system. When I go to sensors down here, there it is, DEN motion detector. So it is installed in the system. Be sure to subscribe and check out all of our videos on YouTube. And for any additional information on all of our products, go to securityallstar.com, where we provide powerful protection for everything you hold dear.